who's joined us in the Cooper Road mini basement. She's working on her own project. We're hanging out here in the cozy Cooper Road mini basement. We're going to take a moment here and explain a different way of looking at setting up these end float on the differentials. In an earlier video we showed kind of the standard way. We had gaskets in here and showing the thickness of the gasket and how you figure out how much shim to put in here. It's a different way of looking at it here. We did away with the gaskets, just kind of a simpler way of doing the math. In later years the factory went to just assembling these with silicone. But if we look here at how this works, we've put the side cover, the end, the output flanges on. We've got no shim here, we've got no gasket here, so we've got this bearing right up against the end cover. Same on this side, except that we put a 20,000th shim in here, so that we would have some space here we could measure. You can see I've got some shim stuck in here, which I'll explain here. This is the other side cover, just held in place. I stacked up some shims. I got about 5 3,000th shims in here, and I gradually added them one at a time until I got what I consider to be a nice clearance set. So I've got a 15,000th shim here, a 20,000ths here, and nothing over here. No gaskets in the way to muddle the math. And you can see that once we get our measurement down, then we can just add the gaskets and allow for them. So we need to add a 15,000ths gasket here. This shim is making our 15,000ths gasket over here. We can see that in order to equalize things, we need to add 15,000ths of shim in here. And then the math will all work. So we'll have a 15,000 gasket, 15,000 gasket, 35,000ths of shims, and that's right in the ballpark of where most of these worked. When I set up these late type A+ bearing differentials, it was pretty much my standard 15,000ths gaskets in the kits I specify and recommend, and about a 33 to 36 thou shim over here, and that's right about where this one ends up. A little 344 setup in the Force Synchro remote, which we're modifying with a magic wand. This is the magic wand cover, fits our remote case, and allows our moke to retain its original shift linkage, yet have a big stout Force Synchro gearbox to handle the horsepower of our big engine. Alright, we'll add that to the other one, and together it should make some sense as you figure out, well, the reason for the shims is you got to allow for the gasket thicknesses in the various kits. And there we have it, another way of looking at it.